Can I scale it? Yeah. Is there anything like a secret down here or something? I wonder if I jump in the water I'll die. So many questions. Wonder if I'll die. Yeah, I'm good. Wonder what's in the lake house now. I've never went into the lake house before, I don't think. Nothing really. Okay. Alright, oh, I'm stuck. Our next objective is to show that the Dwarven's Law is real. That's wrong. Show the book to Brawl as proof that the Dwarves' Law is real.
What do you want? What about it? Not going to happen, maggot. Because you know, and I know, that the first blow that gets landed is going... Get us all
I
killed.
want his armor. How do I get
You're
it?
not that stupid.
Brawl. That's not the Jarl, is it? I don't think it is. It could be, though. No, it's Metellus is the Jarl. Show the book to Brawl. I'm unfamiliar with Brawl. I hear a skeleton.
Yes, my friend.
That's so weird. In this area, I hear a skeleton.
Yes, my friend.
I hear it right here. That's so weird. It's freaking me out. Well, let's go into the Citadel again. And see, oops, not that way. Did I go into any of these houses yet? Brawl! There he is! Wow. Sweet. That was a lucky find.
Hello, neighbor. I understand we have you to thank for dispensing with some would-be looters. So, thank you. Hello, neighbor. Would you like to hear about my research? Ah, yes. Most dwarven armor you see these days is quite badly worn, but this piece is still perfect. after thousands of years. It also seems to have some magical properties. It should protect you from the harmful energy down in the tunnels below the city. It all but killed Brandis when he went down there. But he didn't have a full set. If you can get down there safely, let me know what you discover.
What's the big glowing orb above us?
That is the sun under the ground. Or at least that's how it's referred to in the Dwarven text we've managed to translate. I must confess, I haven't the faintest idea of how it works. But it seems to be giving us light and allowing us to grow crops, even under the ground. Of course, if it ever stops glowing, for whatever reason, we'll all be in quite a lot of trouble. But don't concern yourself with such dark thoughts. I'm sure we have nothing to worry about. Brilliant. What did you find in there? How terrible. But not unexpected. Nonabis was a reckless fellow. But did you discover something about the Dwarves' Law? Some relic or text? Let me see it. That is disturbing. This Dorotus fellow set out to disprove the existence of the Dwarves' Law, and instead triggered some kind of mass execution. So the Dwarves' Law is real, and can be triggered simply by striking another person. I take no pleasure in being vindicated in relation to this. But there's something else that troubles me. If the Dwarves' Law is still being enforced, does that not suggest the existence of some kind of judge? And this judge, who watches over us, must be somewhere inside the city. I need you to find whoever, or whatever it is. And when you do, well, I'm not going to say it out loud, but do whatever you need to do, for yourself, and for us all.
Ooh. Do you know anything about time travel?
Time travel? You know, as it happens, I do. It was a great obsession of mine for years after my wife passed. I thought if I could go back, I gave up on that idea a long time ago. But recently the Jarl has asked to see my research notes. How strange that you should now take an interest too. Can I ask what the nature of your interest is in this unusual subject?
I can't. I can't not say. I have to tell him.
I don't quite know what to say to that. How can I put this charitably? Perhaps you're tired and emotional and need some rest. But I always enjoy discussing my theories with a receptive mind, so I'll humor you. What did you want to ask? For argument's sake, if you found yourself in that position, you'd have only two options. To live out your days in the past, or force a paradox. A paradox, you see, would involve changing the past so as to prevent the events which caused you to travel back in time in the first place. But you'd be taking a big risk by doing that. Who knows what the consequences would be? Some say that whatever you do, it will lead you right back to the future that took you back in time in the first place. An eternal loop, if you will. But me, I believe that creating a paradox should fling you back to your original time, having changed the past for you and everyone else. Well, let's say for argument's sake that you really have traveled here from the future. You could create a paradox in a few different ways. Essentially, you could do anything that would remove your means or motivation to return to the past. For example, you came here to achieve some goal. Achieving that goal would mean you will never have been motivated to come here. A paradox. Or, if the thing that allowed you to travel back in time is still here, as a past version of itself, you could simply destroy it, I suppose.
Ooh.
That would mean, of course, that you will never have been able to travel back in time. Another paradox. But doing so could have terrible consequences. But if you really are from the future, as unlikely as that is, telling me or anybody else what happens next could have disastrous consequences too. I think it's best if we talk about something else. Well, the dwarves who built this city left inscriptions in the citadel, which translate to, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." My research leads me to believe that if a single member of our community sins, it'll trigger an event, killing us all. I believe such an event occurred some years ago, which is why Metellus found the city littered with burned corpses. But to this day, there are many questions we simply don't have answers for. How is the Dwarf's Law still being enforced? How does it work? And we may never know, as long as nobody attacks or steals from anybody else. Until we know more, we all need to be on our best behavior. Now that's an interesting question. I personally don't know any way out, no. However, I have a theory. It's more of a hypothesis, really. My thinking is that if there was a way out of here, the dwarves who built this place must have known about it. True, but we can learn all sorts of things about them from what they left behind. Inscriptions, architecture, relics, statues. And while I've discovered many things here, there are some parts of the city I haven't been able to get to. I'm most interested in the palace, above the lake. Unfortunately, it's sealed up tight. Only one man ever managed to enter, and he never came out. That was Narnabas, and we haven't heard from him in years. Strange fellow. I believe he was looking for the secrets of the dwarves too. If you could find a way in there, I'm sure it would tell us a great deal about this place.
I already did that, though.
Who knows
I
what
already did
secrets
that.
we could uncover. Farewell. Come back if you think of any questions.
Oh, hello there.
Maybe this is why the Speechcraft girl was here.
Oh, hello there.
Hi.
Hello, neighbor. Hello, neighbor. Made any exciting new discoveries?
Oh, this is my house. Cool, I found it. Does that mean this door down here is unlocked for me? It's so weird.
Oh, a new person. Well, welcome to our city, or whatever it is. Just a small selection of potions. Ingredients are in short supply here. Happy to buy yours if you have any. Ah, yes. Poor Brandis. I've been doing my best to keep the poor fool alive. What of him? He came here with his partner, full of big talk about how Stendar sent them to purge some great evil from beneath the city. Now, none of us know exactly what's down there, but if there is a great evil, then it made the mighty Stendar look like a milk drinker.
Check this out.